Welcome back, csc102 class, to part 2 of our EX03 grades exercise, where we're filling out some grades. It's actually the way we used to do it years ago, but it's a nice little exercise for Excel. A couple things I just want to point out here that I didn't do yet. We have to make the font 9-point in our header and footer view, just so it's nice and small to fit on a page. So I'll go back and do that. And again, there's icons at the bottom, or you can also do it under View. So I'll go back there and just show that, since I didn't show that the first time. So if we go under View, we could go here and say Page Layout. And now if I highlight all this stuff, I could just click here. That's 9. I'll go here and make that 9. And I'll make that 9. And then on the bottom, I'll just highlight that and make that 9. And to get out of there, I'll go back to View and go back to my normal view. And here we are in our normal view. And one thing I just want to point out here, I'll scroll over again. I have this down at the bottom. We're going to use this just to show our distribution of points. Now, but before we do that, we're going to color code this stuff. And I think we're going to color code these things, all these assignments, A1 through A10. And we're going to make them like a light salmon. So I could go here, use the paint bucket and just use something like that. I'll use the second red down. And then I think this one is green. The P's, they were the projects. And I'll do them in a light green. I'll do the second green down. And I want to do the background color, not the text. So I'll do that. And then and I missed one there, so let me get that one. I could just click right on the paint bucket. And then the final exam is going to be like a red color. So we'll use I'll use a darker red color. This isn't really light salmon. Let me go back and change this and make it a little more orangey. Here's an orange. I'll do the third orange. I'll do that. Again, not a big deal what color we use. Just going to use these colors down here for this part here. So I have assignments here. I have projects here. So for assignments, I'm going to use that with my orange color. Projects will be my green color. I think I was using this color. And then the final exam will be that red color. And I'll color that now. Third red down or something like that. Looks about right. So I did that first. It says in the assignment to do that last. And what we're going to do here is we're going to basically show the percentage out of the total points of what these things are. So the assignments will be whatever the total is divided by R3, whatever the project's total happens to be divided by R3, and then whatever the sum of, well, we don't even have to sum, it's Q3. So that'll show us our percentage of what the assignments are as part of the final grade. So what we're going to do is go back to Excel and go down here. And what you can do is when that cell's highlighted, you could highlight this cell and then say equals sum. And it's saying number 1, so I could highlight these numbers right here if I wanted to. And it's saying B3 through K3, and that's what I want. And I'm going to put a parentheses here to kind of end it first, and then I'm going to do divide, and then I'll do R3, because that's what we're dividing it by this total here. So that's going to give us our percentage. So I'll hit enter, and it's saying 0.3. We want to change that to a percent, and it's not wide enough, so we'll have to stretch this out, even though I really don't want to stretch that out, but in order to see it, we have to stretch it out. So it's showing 29% of that. So for the next one, it's just going to be the projects, so we'll do the same thing. We'll say equals sum, and we'll put our parentheses, and our first number will be these things, these 40s that are here. 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. I'll finish the parentheses, and then I'll do the /, and I'll do R3 again. And I already had that formatted with a percentage, so that's why it's coming up 57%. And for the last one, I'll do equals sum, and I'll do my parentheses, and I'll just do, this will just be Q3 divided by R3, because that's the only cell here. That's just going to be this one divided by R3, and they can both be in the parentheses. And that comes out to 0.14, and then I'll just format that as a percentage, and that's what it should look like. So that's all you should have to do. So I think that might be it for this. That wasn't too bad. So what we'll do is we'll save this, and then you'll upload this file for your EX03, and that was filling out a grades sheet using some absolute references and using some formatting on here, a little bit of sorting, and a little bit of division and percentages. So that's EX03.